Hello there, I'm Saem. I'm recording this lecture for my A2 Paragon students, okay, for the class on Thursday. So this is about Audacity. I'll also share a lecture of Maker. Well, you can just simply go to File, open this file directly, or if you have any MP3 file, you can directly drop it over here. So I open up this file. So we'll talk about some very features of the software. Not a very complicated feature. So you have over here is a timeline. So it shows you where you are right now. So I'm at 2 minutes and 35 seconds. Okay. This basically is your stereo. So I can also convert it into mono. So I can click over here and I can convert it into a mono. So that's a mono. So this means I can obviously now in this case, I can mute this. Okay. So now only one speaker would work. So you can convert it into mono or stereo. So first of all, you have this, which is your selection tool. So you can select any particular part. Okay. While you select any particular part, you can directly play that part and it will keep on playing, right? So it will keep on playing over here. So if I select this particular part, it will keep on playing only this particular part. So this had actually means is that you can extend it to here if I want to extend it till here, and from this side if I want to extend it till here. So very interestingly, what you can also do is you can directly cut this. And let's see if I want to place it over here. You can bring it over here and you can directly paste it here. I told you it's a very handy software, very easy to use. Okay. You have other ways to trim the video. For example, if I just want this particular part, over here I have this option that says trim audio outside the selection. So if I click on this, the outside will be trimmed, only this will be remained. And the other one basically means is silence. So this particular part, if you want it to be silent for a while, maybe you would want to add something else, right? Then what we have is this tool, which is the envelope tool. Why do we use the envelope tool? Let me explain. For example, what I want to do is I want to increase uh, the volume from here to there. So I can click here, one, I can click here. Now in between this, you can see is I can actually increase or decrease this as I may want to. So envelope can actually help you to do this particular thing, right? Then you have this draw tool. It's actually a very sensitive tool. I would explain you. You will be able to see some samples. Now, first of all, let me explain you what samples actually are. So when you have a particular, okay, so for example, this is one wavelength. In this one wavelength, you will have these, you can call them dots. Actually, these are samples. So in one wavelength, if I have 10 of these dots, this is actually the sample. Sample rate means is how many dots, how many samples do I have in one wavelength, in one cycle. The more samples I have, obviously the more the quality will be, just like the way we have it for pixels. So this is how the sample rate is actually measured. So what I was saying was, if I increase this, if I zoom in, this is the only way I will be able to use. You see, you can see the samples now. These are all my samples. So now using the draw tool, I can actually increase the sample. Okay, so this is actually how you can temper with them. So I told you it's a very sensitive tool. So one should know it. See, so I've increased to a lot of extent. Okay, okay, right. What else do we have here? So make sure while you're working, you're not in the play mode. You have actually stopped. You're not paused, because when you're paused, you'll have problem. Okay, so right. So the timeline is over here. You can have different selections, start and the end of selection, start and the length of selection. So these are different options that I have over here. Then we have some effects available. What, for example, well, I'll just tell you. For example, in the very beginning over here, I would want to fade in. So you have options that I would like to fade in. It will fade in more, or you may want to um, fade out. Okay. Then you have is amplify is there. Maybe you want to amplify. Okay. You can see over here is that this is uh, how much is amplified. So if you can see over here is this is actually -5 over here. Okay, it's -5. This is the level over here. So if I select this particular part, and if I go into effect, and if I go into amplify, okay, so what I could do is I can write over here is -5. Right? This was actually the minimum, I believe. So anyway, you could uh, uh, it will increase it as well. I think it's 5, not -5, I believe. So I'll just try, see, apply. So you see it was 5 actually. So you can actually check the levels over here, okay, and apply it accordingly. So that's how you can um, amplify. There aren't a lot of them over here. So you can change the pitch as well, okay. Uh, so whatever is generic, there's echo, there's reverb. So if you want the echo to be there you can select a particular part. And obviously, you can select the echo. Okay, they will tell you how much echo there has to be. Okay, and lastly, what you have to do is you can actually export the audio. So while you export the audio, now this is the sample rate I was referring to. This is the normal sample rate. Okay, so you can export it into an MP3 file format. Okay, and you can select the sample rate, whatever they ask you. And so this is the way you will do it. So this was for Audacity. I'll also share a lecture of Movie Maker. Okay. Okay, then. Bye bye.